Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword being published on Monday the 6th of October 2025, and today's setter is Pipsqueak. So Pipsqueak is one of the setters who we get one puzzle per month from. This is number 10 for the year, being October, and generally they've been very quick. The last three puzzles have been 7 and 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes. The worst of the year was a 19, and then the previous worst to that was 14, and everything else is 12 or quicker. So yeah, definitely fast. It is Monday, so I'm expecting quite a fastish solve, and definitely not too much trouble from it. That's probably enough waffle. I think let's reset the puzzle, reset time, and crack on. I don't think a lot can be changed. That must be an anagram of a lot can be. I don't think. Charlie deceived in African country, Mali. Charlie, Con. Young girl's fib taking in full. Lassie, is that? Lassie fib is a lie taking in full. Yeah, Lassie. I'm slow, aren't I? Fearful of an attack on female, so normally F, and then put an attack on the end of that. Fitful, fearful, afraid. Maybe aunt is keeping lover. Aunt is keeping lover. Romeo. Others not so agitated. That must be an error. There can't be others not, can it? Because that's 9 letters. Not so agitated. Others is the rest. Restless, I suppose. Aha, very good. Additional person playing extra minor role. Extra. Ludicrous election beginning of thus. Ludicrous election. Ludicrous election. So Doctor praised a perfect word. Perfect world. Ideal. Is that DR? Okay. English vehicle coming back for test of speed is a race, I suppose, an e-car. Mull over and absorb summary of information. Looted pistol enemy holds. Stole. Hidden word. Oh, stolen. Sorry. Join Wally. Did you say? Join Wally. Wally. No. Twit. Rebuke Fidel ally. Is that an anagram? Drinking wine with son. Cool. What's going on there? Fidel ally. Okay, so that's Shay. Shay. Cheer. Wine. Chew. Son will be. That's probably WS on the end of that, isn't there? Okay. Conflict. Aware. Conscious. Sorry. Conflict. Attack a sailor in speech. Assault. Sound like. Ooh, freezing kitchen periodically. Ice. It's become apparent priest ran off. Not sure about that, am I? It's become apparent priest ran off. Must be an anagram. Priest ran, mustn't it? Which makes that. It's become apparent. Enterprise or something. Don't know. Woman run over California. Run over in California. Coral. Crow. Over in California. Run over. Come on, I think it's coral. Not coral. A anagram of something. Cal in it. I don't know. A Tesla problem under discussion. A Tesla is it AT at issue. Issue. Yeah, I think it's that issue. Teeth Tesla. Life-like articles. Realistic. Yeah, I think so. It's an anagram. Happiness of niece, perhaps, after dumping Republican. Happiness. Elation and relation. Drunken prior at Heathrow. Drunken. Is that anagram prior at, which is an airport? Duh. That's a bit, I feel like I was slow on that one. American fellow, member of the FBI. Fed. F-Fed. American US F. Musical game. Musical. Chess. Endless argument in Baden-Baden maybe. Yeah. Endless argument. Don't know what Baden-Baden is, other than I thought it was a city in Germany. Right, that's looking a bit happier. What's this down here? Menu? Maybe aunt is keeping lover. Bow. What is that bow? Oh, it's just a hidden word. I couldn't see at the time. Okay, that. I don't think a lot can be changed. That looks like... can't be that a lot can. I don't think a lot can be changed. I don't think a lot. Not sure. Charlie, there's a C. Deceived in African country. Chad. Been had. Okay. This one's Cal. Cal for California. Run over. Just want to make... I don't know, is Coral the name of it? Coral? Not very keen on that. Where am I? On downs, aren't I? It's become apparent. Priest ran off. Not sure about that. This one, ludicrous election beginning thus. Nope. This is Doctor praised an ideal perfect world. Paradigm. Can't see what that's paradigm though. Mull over and absorb summary of information. Summary of information, the I. Absorb is to, mull over is to think. Don't know. Join Wally. Did you say? Enter. Join. Enter into. This rebuke. That's Shay, isn't it? Shay. Wine with sun. There's an S for sun. Rebuke is to chastise. Why is that chastise? Shay with an asti sun in it now, which makes that a spa, doesn't it? A spat. Fair enough. A spartan. Okay, that's what I didn't know about it. Right, now I've got the ones I'm stuck on, so to speak. 16, I've got no idea. American fellow. That's going to be USF or AF. If that's an F there for Fed and that's a D, what have I got there? Join Wally. Wally. Wally's what he's called here. Person who's a bit of a nit. Mull over is to absorb summary of information. Could be gen, could be info. Not convinced by that. Right, back up to here. Well, I've got this anagram, haven't I? Let's have a look at this. The priest. What was it? Priest. Ran, I think. Priest. Ran. With an S in it. Which is... gosh. It's become apparent. Transpire. Wow, okay. Transpire. That makes that interesting there. Ludicrous election beginning thus. Ludicrous. Election. So that's inane. Ludicrous, inane. Election, E. Beginning thus. I don't like Inan though. Eek. Don't want to put in there. This, fearful of an attack on female. Fearful is afraid. I don't know why that's afraid though. An attack on female. Attack is a raid. Female being AF. Can't see that really. An attack. A raid on. Okay. This must be Coral, mustn't it? Really run over. But I don't understand why. Coral. Is that the name of a woman? I think that's an. Was it Carol? Carol. Oh, that's more like it. There's where my brain's failing me terribly. I don't think a lot can be changed. Pessimist. I don't think a lot can be changed. I mean, it looks like it ought to be an anagram of a lot can be. That's too many letters. I don't think. Think is 5, isn't it? CF5, I think a lot is too many, I don't think. A lot, I suppose. A lot. Where's the I coming from though? Okay, not going very far on that, am I? This one, mull over, is to think absorbs, well, and absorb summary of information. Is that just a digest? Fair enough, there we go. American Fellow, US TED, American Fellow AF. Remember the FBI is G-Men. G-Men, no. Doctor prays an ideal, a perfect world. Paradise. Paradise, what's that? Paradise. Oh, it's an anagram. There we are. That was easy, wasn't it? Americans, Fellow is a man, or remember the Fed is agent. There we go, that was easy, wasn't it? So that makes that knit. Yep, knit sound like, which just leaves these two that are not so nice. Ludicrous. Election beginning is E, maybe. Thus, inane. Inane, yes, okay. Begins with an E, doesn't it? Which leaves this now. I don't think a lot. Oh gosh. I don't think a lot can be changed. I mean, it feels like it should be an anagram can be changed or something. Or a lot can, but clearly not. Because I haven't got an I in there, really. I don't think. Who doesn't think? Well, it's always edit. X, C. Can, could be a C, could be a B, V, B, N, M. Oh, there's a lot of letters can go here, really. That's trouble. So. Ragamuffin. Yeah, lots can go in there and nothing really obvious. That's probably an ist word, but where does that ist come from? I want it to be like a pessimist, but it isn't realist, no. So I'm thinking a lot is probably saying it should be a and then a word for lot or something. I don't. Wow. Right, rather than bore you, I'm going to put this on pause until I get the answer and come up with something. Okay, I'm back. I've got into my this part there and I realised it's a fatalist. There we are. 16:57. Was that 5 minutes on the last one? I did set it something like a pessimist or a whatever, realist or optimist or whatever it might be, and it was a fatalist. There we go. Right, let's go through those clues. So yes, well, so fatalists are people who don't think a lot can be changed. They believe that everything's fixed. Outcome. C for Charlie is NATO phonetic alphabet, and if you've been deceived, then you've been had, which gives you the African country of Chad. A young girl is a lassie. A fib is a lie, taking in a fool who is an ass. Fearful is afraid. We've got an attack, which is a raid. Covering up female on female. Maybe aren't contains the hidden word bow. Is keeping is your hidden word indicator, and a lover is a bow. Others not so is rest. Others are rest. Not so is less, and agitators is restless. And additional is additional is extra. Person playing a minor role is an extra. Think of a play or something. Right, ludicrous is inane, and election beginning thus. So it's a cryptic hint that election begins in an E. Doctor is your anagram indicator that praised A is an anagram of paradise, which is a perfect world. We've got English vehicle, an e-car. Coming backwards becomes race, coming forwards, which is a test of speed. To mull over is to digest. Mull over is to digest is to mull over and absorb, and the summary of information is a digest. Looted is stolen, which is a hidden word in pistol, enemy, and holds is your hidden word indicator. To join is to knit, spelt that way with a K. A wally is a knit without the K. Did you say is your sound like indicator? To rebuke is to chastise. Fidel ally is Che Guevara, so Fidel Castro and Che Guevara were mates. Drinking is your containment indicator. That we got the ASTI and S for sun in that clue. So there's your across clues. On the down, conscious of is aware. We got a war as a conflict going in A and E. So literally put A and E around war. To attack is to assault. A sailor is sailors are known as salts, sea salts. So SALT. A sailor will be a salt. Sound like in speech. To freeze is to ice something, which is the second, fourth and sixth letters of kitchen. Periodically indicates take those alternate letters. It's become apparent is something that's transpired. Priest ran is your anagram transpire. Off is your anagram indicator. We've got the woman who's Carol. Run over is R for run and O for over. Cricket notation going in Cal for California. A is in the clue. T for Tesla is the scientific notation for Tesla, which is the unit of, I don't know, something like induction or something, I think. Problem is an issue, and something that's under discussion is at issue. Lifelike is realistic, which is an anagram of articles I. Designed is your anagram indicator. Happiness is elation. A niece could be a relation, but dump the R from Republican. So R for Republican taken off of relation becomes elation. Drunken prior at airport. Very good. Good surface that one. So yeah, prior at is an anagram of airport, which Heathrow is an airport, and drunken is your anagram indicator. And finally, A for American, a fellow is a gent, and a member of the FBI is an agent. Chess is and was a musical, written in the 80s, and it's also a game. And finally, an argument is a spat. Take the T off of spat, gives you Baden-Baden, which is an example of a spa. So there we go, all done. 1657, really just held up by that fatalist one. But there you go. Thank you for watching.